Hello, I'm excited to be here. All right, if you are here, let me know if the sound is good. Let me know if everything is okay. Okay, use the live chat and chat with me. We are going to start shortly, and I'm going to analyze a couple of pairs. Okay, we are going to start straight away without wasting time. And by the way, I hope you enjoyed your weekend or you are enjoying your weekend. So, we are going to start with gold. This week on gold has been beautiful. I like the price action on gold. So first thing first, if you are new here, how I gauge my or how I analyze my market is that I look at direction first. Looking at direction from the higher time frame, which is a monthly, weekly, and daily, to gauge which direction the market is heading to. Then from there, we go to the lower time frame to mark out areas to take a trade from. Okay, so we are going to go here on the monthly time frame, and in the monthly time frame the market is still bullish. Okay, and then we are targeting at least taking out this liquidity, so there's no point of you trying to sell for the long term. If you are selling, only if you have a setup, a scalping setup that can give you a few pips. But if not, why fight the trend? Okay, don't fight the trend. Instead, trade alongside where the market is heading. So the monthly, as you can see, immediately we broke out from this level, this range. Price is just on a free way to what? To the sky. Then on the weekly, the week closed with a strong bullish trade or bullish candle, very strong one. So what I do is I mark out my opening price level, the reversal opening price here, just in case market retraces to this point. If it retraces here, then I'll look for a way to buy from there. All right. But the direction of the weekly, direction. So I'm going to keep this here. Monthly is bullish. Okay. Weekly is bullish. As you can see, we traded above every form of resistance. Every form of resistance, we broke above it. So we are still bullish on the weekly. The same thing, we are targeting this high here. And then daily, we are going to go to daily shortly. Okay. So as it stands now, the weekly is bullish. As you can see, whenever we have a break above. Now, the reason why I mark that level, if you look, come here. Most times when we have a break above the resistance, we get a touch. But when the price moves so high, like in this case, sometimes market may not decide to come back. So it all depends. Just mark those levels in case it comes, you buy. All right. So this is what I can see on the weekly on gold. So we go to the daily. On daily, we spoke about this area here where price rejected from and then we flew up. Now, what do you see here? We close above this. If I zoom in, you're going to see that the candle closes above that level. So our resistance is broken. Our resistance is broken. So how do we approach this? This daily is bullish. Daily is bullish. Okay. Now, let me get one thing straight. Because I've said monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish, doesn't mean we may not have a retracement. That retracement does not invalidate the direction of the market. Okay? The bullish move did not invalidate the bearish move. Rather, if you are getting a bearish move from here, for example, it doesn't invalidate the direction. It's just simply giving us reasons to buy. Okay? So if price comes back down to test this level, or did we break above that? Did we test it already? Let's see. Yeah, we touched that. So where are we marking is simply this level here. Okay. But I have my own ways of entering using the lower time frame. Okay. But on the daily, if I want to continue this on the daily, once it gets here, we want to shoot higher. Okay. So from here now, you ask yourself, how do we start to plan for setup? So in this case, I will go to the 4 hour. All right. So for me, as you can see, that daily level is in line with my 4 hour continuation opening price. So I'll be looking at that area for a buy setup. Okay. So once price straight back in here, within this level, let me simply mark all of this. If price can come in here, this is where I want to start to buy. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at for gold. I want a push back down to buy upward. All right. So first, before I continue, if you have questions, let me put in the chat so that I can try to answer them. And then if you prefer a certain currency pair or certain instrument like oil, Bitcoin, and the rest, put it in the chat. So we have here Christopher says, good evening, Raba Fx. Good evening, Christopher. How are you? I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Mohab Ashraf says, boss, I need a help. Solve my problem. Every support and resistance is retested. Do I understand this? Boss, I need a help. Solve my probe. Every support and resistance is retested. Well, not every. If I'm to answer that, not every support and resistance will be tested. But all you need to do is simply wait. If price comes to that level and overall direction is bullish, try and take your shot from there. Take an entry from there. It should be respected. But if it's against the flow of order flow, then the market, that support or resistance will not hold. The opening price will not hold. Okay? So I hope I answered your question. If I have not answered your question, put it well, construct it well, so that I will understand. But if I'm to sit here and tell you that all the support and resistance will be retested, 100% no. But most times they will be respected, and they will come back to retest most times to give us an entry. And if it does not retest on a particular time frame, you can go to the lower time frame, at least not more than the 1 hour, to then see where to take your trade. Okay. So as I said, if you have favorable pairs, instruments, whatever financial assets you want me to look at, kindly put it in the chat and I'll be happy to do so. So we are done with gold. So this is what I'm waiting for gold. This is what I'm waiting for. If I go to the 1 hour, yeah, there are some. If I in the 1 hour, I'll wait for price to come down. The price action here is simply building liquidity. So I'm going to wait for price to come back down. Starting from this level here, I will start from here to start looking for trades. Okay. Back to the monthly. And then we go to NAS. This was one of the pair I shared in my last stream. And I don't know if you took the buy to sell setup that I saw. So the monthly, we have this level on the monthly. This is reversal opening price. So currently we are trading above it. And the monthly is very bullish. From here, rejected, push up. We are very bullish on the monthly. At least up to taking this high here. Maybe we will target that as liquidity before people start selling. Okay, because most times what sponsored the move down is profit taking, especially from the big institution. When they start taking their profit, that's when you see a pullback, because price is currently pushing into all-time high territory and there are no resistance. All right, there are no resistance. And if I'm to sell, it depends on what the daily will tell me. So right now we are bullish on the monthly. So direction, this is what you need to do every time. Monthly is bullish. Okay, monthly is bullish. So we go to the weekly. Nothing much to say on the monthly. We go to the weekly. So on the weekly time frame, what do we have? We have some areas of resistance here. Opening price, that price broke above. Weekly, this is the weekly level. Price broke above that. And then price created a fresh opening price. Okay. So these are what I could see so far. But the weekly is still bullish. We have not changed the weekly direction. So in this case, I'm going to write there. One minute. Weekly is bullish. Okay. Always have somewhere you write this. If you can write it on your trading view chart like this, or you put it down in pen and paper so that you don't forget the direction, because the probability of you winning is more if you are following the trend, all right, than when you are against the trend. No matter the strategy you use, if you are against the trend, most likely your stop will be it. So always try to gauge the right direction of the market before you pick a position to trade. So the weekly created a fresh level. So this fresh level, I'll be monitoring it very well. If I'm buying for any reason, these are areas where I'll be looking for ways to see if the market is going to reject, because a new price has been formed there. All right, so let me take off this. Going to the daily. As you can see, price rejected here, creating a fresh daily level right above here. From here, we have two levels there. All right, so these are key levels for me. If price trade back in there, I will be selling. Now, before then, we rejected of this. Okay. So the market for me on the daily has switched. Daily is bearish. As you can see, we broke multiple resistance here. I mean support with this candle. This candle signifies that we are bearish. To understand, if you don't understand, there's a limit I can explain in this live stream. The full details is within my mentorship. My students understand what they are looking for there. So in this case, the daily is bearish. And when the situation is like this, I usually favor or trade with the daily time frame. Now, the reason is this. Let me quickly show you something for free here. Yeah? If we have a monthly level, like this, and this is the reason why I don't look at market structure again. Okay. If you have a monthly level, and let's say the monthly wants to print from this level to this level, within the weekly, it might have, let me say, we have a weekly level around this monthly. Let's say there's a weekly level here. Let me change that to weekly. Sometimes it could be the same level with the monthly. I just want to give it a different line. And let's say there's a weekly level here. And also, let's say there's a daily starting point from all of them. Let's say there's a daily. Yeah, daily. And then there's a daily here. Now, let's assume that one single candle on the monthly will do this. Just move from this level to this level. One candle monthly. But in the weekly time frame, it doesn't go that way. In the weekly time frame, as price is approaching here, let's assume there's a weekly level here. Okay, there have to be a weekly level in between two monthly. So this is how price will move in the weekly. It will move like this. Probably maybe take here, come back to retest it, and then push up to that direction. Okay, as you can see the structure within the weekly now. The weekly now is having a retracement. Impulse, retracement, impulse, retracement to retest the level that was broken, and then impulse. This is how the market moves. So instead of me looking at the market structure in terms of overall picture, I look at them in form of candlesticks. Okay, the closing or the opening price of that candle. Okay, so now within the daily we have multiple support and resistance area. Let's assume this level here. I'm going to change this to daily. The thin line is the daily. So you watch how price, the order flow moves. Okay, so let's say this is the daily. Price will move like this. Maybe get here, push back, come back here, push, get here, push, come back here. Something like this, okay? The daily level will be responsible for the pullback. Even though the market is overall bullish, daily will push the market down a little. So that the next daily within here should push the ball or the market upward. So when price gets to a daily level, regardless of the direction, if it confirms it wants to go down, it will go down at least to a certain daily level before it moves again. Okay, why am I showing you this is because of what I'm about to explain here. Monthly is bullish, weekly is bullish. However, from my analysis, the daily says bearish, which I explained within the live stream I did the last time. All right. So you can jot this down somewhere, write it down. I'll give you just 4 seconds. I'm going to delete this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let me keep it there. So direction. So since the daily is bearish, looking at the 4-hour now, I said, if you watch the live stream, I said this was area where you buy, which I bought. It got here, I sold. I said, when price gets to this level, you can sell. Because the market is bearish, you sell. Okay, so we keep selling. In this case, you keep selling until probably we get a new daily level. Maybe back to this level. Maybe if price come back here, it all depends on what the price action we do. All right, then I will know if the market is bullish. So stay in touch with me so that I can update you on the progress of NAS 100. So as it stands now, it is bearish. All right, so we can continue the bearish move. Probably we broke this level and then continue. Okay, so something like of that nature. Okay, just in case you did not enter the trade from here, you want to enter the trade, just wait for your setup, your sell setup. I believe you have a system you trade. So what you need to do is wait for price to give you a sell setup on your system. And if you want to learn my system, first of all, you can join the mini course. It's free. The link is in the description of the video. Maybe after the video, after the live stream, just go to the mini course, join, and then learn. I'm going to introduce you to the strategy. All right. So this market here is bearish, and that is all for now. So let me go back to the live chart. What do we have here? Okay, Mohab says US 30 and gold react same or different. I know your question there. US 30 react same or different. Every time, every pair have its own unique movement. All right, so you have to spend time on that particular instrument before you can understand what to do. So for me, be it US 30, be it gold, as long as price is trading around the opening price, you look for your setup. So when you said react the same, I don't really understand, but it will react. It will react. And if it closes below, you go for the short. All right. Christopher says pounds USD. Yes, I'm going to look at pounds USD. And feeder zone, help analyze BTC. Okay. We'll look at BTC. After pounds, BTC. Oluwaseyi Oladele says, please, need help on BTC. Okay. Please analyze from daily to, I'm not going to go to 15 minutes. Okay. 15 minutes is simply used for entries. Maybe you are not satisfied with the H4, H1. You can go to the 15 minutes and narrow things down. From this way I trade. All right. So I'm not going to go to 15 minutes and tell you 15 minutes is bullish, bearish. No. So there's no point of me going to 15 minutes. All right. So what I will do is I will analyze and tell you where price is possibly going to react. So when I show you that level, you on your own can go to the 15 minutes. And then if you are looking for a change of character there or a change of market structure there to support the movement, fine. My duty here is to put you on course. Tell you where market is possibly going to react from. Like the NAS 100, yeah? Okay, have you seen? If you think I didn't say this, go back to the live stream and then watch it. Buy here, sell here. That's what I said. And price reacted exactly like that. All right. Sometimes I might be wrong. Maybe he wants to go down a little to pick this man here. There's no problem. But what I need to tell you is that those are the area where you start looking for your buy setup. And this area is where you start looking for your sell setup. If you go down to the 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm not going to go to 15 minutes. Instead, I will analyze from the monthly, weekly, daily, then 4-hour, possibly areas where you can enter the trade. And let me say something. BTC is long I checked the chart. The last time, did I analyze it? I'm not sure. So I'll simply look at it and look at the first-hand information that I could get on BTC. So before I go to pounds, there is US 30. So US 30, then I'll go to pounds USD. US 30. So monthly, US 30 monthly, we are bullish, yeah? So the same thing you do, the same thing, direction. Okay. Then monthly is bullish. Okay, monthly time frame is bullish. If you want to get the details on how the monthly is bullish, then you can sign up for my mentorship. All right, it's very simple. Price came, rejected here, and then we push higher. I saw something here. Let me mark it. It's very important. Okay, it depends on how this month close. Okay, let me just let you know. If it closes bullish, we are flying to the moon. All right, if it closes bullish, we are flying to the moon. So let's cross our finger there. Because it's a kind of break and retest. Okay, we have tested that area, but something is wrong somewhere. Maybe probably this area here. This area. So it's interesting. If it closes bullish, we move. If it closes bearish, I can still see the market moving range to range. Okay, that's based on price action that I'm seeing currently. Everything about the market is price action. If you can read candlesticks very well, okay, that is the most important thing. Understand how the candle closes at a level. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Those are the things that you need to know. All right. And if you combine that with every other thing you've learned, I can tell you consistency will be your name. Okay. So yeah, on the weekly, we are bullish. We are still bullish on the weekly. Do I have any recent weekly level? Yeah, we have this level that we touched. Let me see how many touches there. Just this. This is a nice move. Are we going to say bearish move? Okay. Before I go to the weekly, daily, sorry, I need to. The weekly. For me, the weekly here is bearish. Okay, we rejected there, close below. So that's a strong signature that we might push lower, at least to the next weekly level. We have multiple ones, but this one is obvious. This is what I can see. Okay. This is what I can see. And then we have one here. Okay. I have one here. So this kind of price action, even though the weekly is bullish, we might quickly change because we are already close to a weekly support, which broke, serving as a strong support, printing a blue candle. And then if you come back here, these are good levels where market can continue pushing higher. But notwithstanding, we flow with the weekly until we get to that level. Okay, until we get to that level. So let's take off these two lines. Then let's bring back this so that when I go to the daily, it doesn't get lost. So daily. On the daily here, I also said that the daily was bearish, and then we have to do a buy to sell. You can see we are closing strongly below this support. This is a strong close. Okay, this is a strong close. So we rejected here. All right. And then price gave us this, a close below. So where do we start looking for entry? First of all, if price can come around here to give us a retest, good. But most times, from my experience, price usually trade back to this point. But because it's the higher time frame, it might take time. All right, so we should explore every possibility when price trade back to the resistance on the daily. All right, so let's look at the 4-hour. So as you can see, we have this level. If price come here, we can decide to sell. These are the areas where we're looking to sell if price come back here. So as we do more of the live stream before the end of the week, I'm going to let you know the direction. So don't worry. But for now, if price trade back in here, these are areas where you look to sell. All right. As you can see, we have the push down like that. Let me use this. We have this. And then if you add up to what is happening around the world, Iran and Israel, that is a bearish sentiment that might take money out of the equity market into gold. Okay, if you understand your fundamentals. So, and the market has already printed that out before it happened. Okay, back here, we sell. So I'll be monitoring this closely. We'll be monitoring this closely. All right. So once price trade back in here, you can go to your lower time frame, be it 15 minutes, whatever, based on how you trade. Okay, you can work with any, as long as the direction is good, you have at least 50% chance of succeeding. All right. So in this case, we are going to go to pounds. Pounds USD. We are looking for a buy, but where did price respect? Price respect this man. Okay, but don't worry. I wasn't trading pounds, so I didn't trade pounds at all. I was enjoying gold movement during the week. So monthly. Oh, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 solid months. Okay, monthly level. Allow me to do this. Daily direction. Okay, monthly is bullish. It's very obvious, even without looking at structure. Just look at this strong push. But we are trading around a resistance, okay, which can push price. Don't forget about that. All right. I think when I analyze this, I said it doesn't make sense to buy around the area of resistance. Okay, wait for a clean and healthy correction. All right, before you continue the trade. So this is bullish. Nothing to look here. I'll simply go to the next time frame. So on the weekly now, we closed above. What do we have here? One. I'm going to mark 2 levels here. And this. The way the price action is here, we might get a little bit of push to the downside. The way I'm looking, we didn't close above this. Let me check. We closed below, so it's a nice. The price action there is telling me price want to go down, but I could be wrong because we've broken this recent one. A retest and then something like this. A retest and then boom. But until I see price approach that level, I think I will be looking for kind of bearish move on the daily. So weekly is still bullish. Weekly is bullish. But however, from the way the price action is, we might be running out of steam to push price higher. Maybe price will do a healthy correction to this level or to this, back to this area here before pushing. Let's watch. On the daily, so we've created a new resistance. If you want to sell, I'll simply wait for confirmations. Yeah. Okay, I want to see price reject that area before I fully commit to a bearish trade. Okay, I will not want to be trading it blindly as price approach I sell. No, I will need to see my confirmation. Okay, so for now, we move with the bullish direction because the daily also is bullish. So we're going to move with the bullish direction, going to the 4-hour. If price can give us this entry, I will take it at this opening price here, reversal opening price. If I will start, once price start dropping in, I will start looking for my bullish setup around there. This is the area. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at on pounds. Nothing different from what we've seen. So based on popular demand here, Oluwashi says, I appreciate that. Thanks, boss. All right, you're welcome. We are going to look at BTC. So from BTC, after looking at BTC, I will then go to what I have in mind. But if you have pairs in mind, US oil, anything at all right, I'm here for you. I'm here for you to help give you my own understanding of where I feel the market is heading to, so that you may not necessarily take my view, but observe it. Observe it. Let the week pass, see what is happening. Am I right? Am I wrong? Before you fully commit to following me. Okay. So BTC. Do I have BTC here? Yes. BTC, USD, or USDT, whichever one. So monthly. What is the monthly on BTC? Put in the chart. Is it bullish or bearish? Put it in the chart as you are looking at this. Monthly BTC, is it bullish or bearish? Okay. I think my sound goes before I reach you, it delays. I think I'm observing that. If you have a way to fix it so that as I speak here, it comes direct to you at the same time, let me know. I'm using OBS Studio to live stream. So if there's a way I can make my voice from this end come to you immediately. Let me know, okay? Christopher says bullish. All right, Christopher, you're very correct. Thank you for responding. I was scared that I won't see any response because the audience is not that much, but I appreciate your time. Yeah. Okay, so BTC is bullish because we broke above this resistance and we are currently testing it and pushing higher. But let's see, is that possible to continue pushing higher? We're going to look at that on the lower time frame. So weekly, wow. So we broke this, created a new weekly level, and we rejected. Okay, this is a nice level to even take a solid sell from immediately. Okay. The price, I'm looking at the price action here. Let me take a look very well. We broke this. But my problem with this, some broker might show this as a bullish candle, some bearish because it's not that clear. So never mind. I will not explain what I'm thinking right now. Okay, so we go to the daily. Oh, by the way, let's look at the weekly. The weekly, is it bullish or bearish? The weekly is still bullish. Even with this rejection, I will say it's still bullish, okay? And then we also create a fresh weekly level. Don't forget that. But I don't like the way this candle ended. Someone is not sure if it is bullish or bearish because it all depends on the broker pricing. Some broker may price it higher and make it what? Bullish. So I don't like this candle. But anyway, let's use what is in front of us. So the weekly is bullish. So my direction, we have monthly bullish, weekly bullish. However, the monthly bullish is not that strong. Okay, because we're having a strong rejection from that monthly level. So we go to daily. So on the daily time frame, I like that. Okay. Daily did not reject from anywhere. So daily is also bullish. Daily did not reject from any of the opening price. Daily is bullish. So from what I'm seeing, monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish. So you can see this daily rejection here. We'll go to our 4-hour Quasimodo, push up. Okay, 4 hour. Let's look at possible area to enter the market. So for me, this is what I'm waiting for. Last resort here. Let me wait for this. For a bullish push. Okay. We all came all the way down here for LD correction. If price gets to this point, I'll pull the trigger straight. All right. So let's quickly look at 1 hour. The BTC guy. Let's look at 1 hour. I'm fancying this level at 104,058. Okay. If price can give me something clean all the way down, I'll prefer this for buying. All right. But it all depends. Let's see what the Asian market do. During the Asian market, I'll be asleep. So by the time I wake up, I wish, or I will pray that price has already dropped down. Okay, from there, we can now look at ways to look for a bullish trade. So the market is still pretty bullish, even though with the Iran-Israel situation, people will still, the market looks bullish to me until we reject from the, I'll be selling only when we reject from the daily level. But for now, there's no form of rejection, okay? Apart from this. So it's all good. We need to look for bullish trade here. Okay. Fidel Zone says bullish. Yeah, bullish. That was the question I asked for the BTC monthly. FX Trading Academy says, I'm expecting price to come to 91K before the bullish move. Okay, let's take a look at 91,000. FX Trading. All right. 91,000 is where? 91,000. 91,000 is too far, my brother. 91,000. 91. Okay. We are looking at around there. Around there. This is 91,000. Somewhere here. It's too far. Okay, we are day traders and not investors. Okay. Not that you may be correct. Okay, I'm not staying here to counter your opinion. Okay, no, that's not what I'm doing. But what I'm saying is, I will not be sitting doing nothing if I'm trading BTC. If BTC is what I trade, I will not be sitting doing nothing and then wait for price to come back down. All right. Depending on what the market does in a particular day, in a particular week, I will react to it. Okay. If the monthly is telling me sell, I will sell. If the daily that is bullish now switches to sell, I will start selling. Hopefully, I will sell to 91,000 according to FX. Okay. So it's a possibility. But for me, what I have in front of me and the way I analyze, unless this candle is deceiving me, unless this red candle here, this doji is deceiving me. So let's first of all look at BTC on other broker. BTC on Binance. Let's take a look. As you can see Binance here is blue. If it's blue, then we have a resistance, a fresh resistance. So that's why I said, unless that is confusing me. Okay. But even at that, I will still flow with my bullish stand. Okay. I'll still go to my bullish stand. All right. So you can see with Binance, this is blue. That's the problem I have. When the market is a doji, I'll have to check multiple broker to be sure that is the same color. But in this case, there are different colors. Crypto. I was using forex.com. BTC USD forex.com. Please bear with me. Okay, no need to. This is it here. Let me just click here. Okay, so as you can see, this one has a bullish close. The other one has a bearish close. This kind of pair will just sit one side because it will lead to confusion. It might tell my strategy where I buy and it becomes something else. Okay, so but notwithstanding, I'll be monitoring this. Like market just close below this, then we switch to bearish, retest, and then we go down. All right. But if not, that's where we buy from and continue pushing higher. So this is what I'm looking at here. Thank you for your observation, Zero FX. I appreciate it. Okay, if you have contrary opinion to what I'm saying, feel free to put in the chat. We'll discuss it. At least I will discuss it. All right. So I like that. I like that. He's looking at 91k. It's possible if the market switch bearish on the daily, it leads to the weekly bearish, it leads to monthly bearish, then we will tank. But until I see that, I will stick with the way I view and approach the market. All right. So let's take a look at other pairs. Yeah. Let me look at USD Japanese yen. USD Japanese yen. So monthly. Okay. We are bearish on the monthly. We close below this. We close below that. But something interesting happens here. We have a fresh level here. But the monthly is still printing, so it means nothing. It means nothing for now. Okay? So the way it is, market is still bearish until it changes. All right? So weekly time frame, I'll be fast. I will not be typing the direction or anything. I'll just say it with my mouth. You can write it down if you please. Okay. So weekly, the market has been consolidating. Yeah. Market has been consolidating. Both USD and Japanese yen are safe haven, but in a serious crisis, people tend to put money in Japanese yen. Maybe that sponsors some of this push down. They are based on fundamentals. Yen and gold will benefit. Okay. But we are traders. We can simply react from what we see. So this week, we created a fresh level. Good. This is good. So what it means is if price come back there, I'll be selling. If price come in to this point on the weekly, I will sell to the downside and target all of this and target this level. Okay. So weekly is bearish. Let's see. 1 minute. Okay. When the market consolidates like this, it's always fun. It gives us a lot of entry. You see how market react from every support and resistance. In this case, created a fresh support resistance, reacted from there, went down, came into the resistance here, reversal, continuation price broken, push higher. Probably we are going to get here, back to this point. You have areas of entries and target. So 4 hour. Okay, so I will prefer price to come to the Quasimodo. But notwithstanding, as price approaches, okay, before I can continue, I want price to come in here. Okay, come in here and then buy. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at, my setup, bullish setup on USD JPY. A push down and we buy up. And we have areas of target, please. You target here because only the daily is moving differently from the monthly and weekly. Only the daily is moving differently. All right. So What is that? We have here Joshua Dumoye says, hello, Raba. Long time, Joshua. How are you? Joshua says, much love from this side. Thank you for your usual knowledge and hope to see you soon. Same here too. Hope to see you soon. I'm saying why I'm posting is that I'm seeing a form of error message. So I want to be sure that you guys are still hearing me. If you can hear me, please let me know in the chat. Okay. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. We'll soon be rounding up. Okay. I think I'm still sending. I can hear you loud and clear, sir. I can hear you. All right. I was a bit scared there. Maybe I was talking to myself. Okay. So let's continue and then. So as I was saying, if price come down in here, that's where I want to. That's where I want to start buying from. Then AUD. So looking at the AUD here, you can see we push up here. We are bullish, but we are currently having trouble breaking this monthly resistance. Breaking the monthly resistance there. Okay. So monthly is bullish. Let's go to the weekly. This should give us a bearish move. This should give us the price action here is telling me price wants to go lower. Okay. So as you can see, we created a fresh level. So if price, let me see, if I see daily level above this area, I'll be selling at least until we get to this level. Though the weekly, let me see. The weekly is technically bullish. However, I will entertain a sell position. One minute. Look at the price action. The opening prices should be, as you can see, price came in here, push up, price came in, push up, push up. Okay. This is a nice intraday setup for me. Okay. So we should be looking for, let me go to the extreme. If you have daily, fresh daily level at the extreme, no fresh daily level. So if price trade up here, that's what I'll be looking to sell. Okay, trade back in. I'll be looking to sell. So in the meantime, The market it looks like it has gotten to our level. Yeah. So this fresh level, once price give me, yeah, I will sell. But the setup, I won't give it 5-star yet. I need to see more price action printing before I jump into the sell. But however, if price can push up in here, I will be selling. But I won't be selling to an aim at a very high target. No, once it gets to the support areas, I'll be taking off profit like that. All right. So because you can see the one out the H4 is giving me lower lows by breaking the support. All right. So we'll look at this more. This is interesting. We're going to look at this in our coming streams. And I think I should stop there. Let me check the chat. If you have something to say or to ask me, please let me know. We'll be rounding up now. I'm a bit tired already. Okay, I can hear you, Christopher, loud and clear. I can hear you. All right, guys. I'm going to schedule another live stream during the week. So I will let you guys know on my YouTube, on Twitter, everywhere. I'm going to let you know when it's going to happen. All right. So what I'm going to tell you is that go join the mini course. It's free, so that you understand how I analyze, so that it won't be strange to you. All right. You understand the reverse opening price. You understand the continuation opening price, and so on. Okay. So until then, I will catch you later. Au revoir.